Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be talking about the tools that I'm using in my challenge to try and build muscle by the time that I'm 50. There's no better place to start than right here in my gym, which is part of my garage. During lockdown in the UK, when the gyms and the pools shut their doors, any kind of exercise equipment was virtually impossible to find. If you were lucky enough to find anything, it was either massively overinflated in price or had a huge lead time for delivery. I managed to get some equipment ordered right at the start of all of the closures from a couple of vendors, but it took a long time to arrive. I didn't have much to pick from as I wanted the items that could arrive as soon as possible. So here in the garage, I have a weird combination of items. I have a mobile squat rack. I chose this because it allows some flexibility in that I can move it around or out of the way, and I can put it flush to the wall. The other option was a folding rack, but this needed much more height than I had available in the garage. For the rack, I bought a barbell and 130 kilograms of plates, plus some smaller fractional ones. For dumbbells, we've got 2 kilograms, 5 kilograms, 10, 15, and very strangely 22.5, as the 20s were out on long delivery. And these all sit on 2 square 18mm gym flooring squares. Ideally, if I had more space, I'd love to have a piece of cardio gear, either a rowing machine, air bike, or a cross trainer. But for now, cardio is limited to some form of walking or pedaling outside. I've added links to the providers that I used in the description below. As you saw in my last video, my exercise blocks are provided by 2 phone apps. There's a whole host out there, but I'm currently using the Centre app and the Morsia app. I found both of these to fit in well with the equipment that I've got, and they provide enough variation that I can stay motivated. Both allow to track reps and weights you perform in each session so that you can check your improvement along the way. It also means you don't have to write any of this down yourself in a book. Both of these apps also list some food choices, and you can set your profile to have specific dietary requirements. As I've mentioned in another video, I don't eat meat at all and very little dairy, so it's helpful to have some pre-filtered options. The Centre app has some particularly good vegan choices. I do like a lot of variety in what I eat, so I use the app for ideas in bursts. Otherwise it can get a little repetitive, especially if you've selected a restriction like meat-free. I also have a number of go-to cookbooks which fill in all of the gaps in the weekly schedule. This brings me on to another app that I regularly use, Paprika. It's a recipe management app, so all of these recipes that you see in magazines can be manually entered. If it's an online recipe, it has a great feature where it will scan the web page and extract all of the important information and the formatting and put it into the recipe database. I normally plan my food a week in advance and then order all of the ingredients from an online grocer. The final app tool I use records what I eat and drink. This category of app has a huge amount of choice in the stores, and I've also tried a few, but I'm currently using Food Noms. It has a reasonable database, but I think MyFitnessPal has a better one. But the Food Noms interface is more appealing to me, and the data entry for custom items like the recipes from Centre is really easy to do. On the energy expenditure side of things, I wear an Apple Watch all day and use the Workout app to log all of my training sessions. These all appear in the Health app on the phone, which also has a connection to the Food Noms app, so I'm really able to see my overall consumption for the day. So these are the things that I use every day to help me reach my goal of building muscle. I hope you found some of this useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. I've added some links to all of the things that I've discussed in the description below so that you can check them out for yourself. Thanks very much for listening. See you next time.